Hello, everyone. I'm Joy, and welcome back to Real Estate Investing. Today, we have a special guest, Miss Tamairo Moutry, and she is going to talk to us about how to expand your portfolio as a real estate investor, amongst a few other things. Hello, Tamairo.
Hello, thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Welcome to my channel. So I know you are a lady that wears many hats. So I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit and tell people just, what it is that you do.
Well, thank you. I was originally born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm a real estate broker in 4 states: Georgia, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Florida. And right now I'm in Florida. I
You're
do
warm.
travel. Yeah, I travel around quite a bit. I do have homes in 3 out of those 4 states. I fly into Chicago O'Hare a lot, which is right next to Wisconsin. My largest team is no, not Illinois. My largest team is in Wisconsin, but I'm looking to build my teams of realtors that can work under my firms in each one of those places.
Okay.
I'm a real estate instructor in the state of Wisconsin. So I offer the real estate course to individuals who want to become a realtor. I am a teacher by trade. So that's where I started off in education. And I carried it over to this field. I do a myriad of things. And I'll tell you, like Joy said, I do wear multiple hats, which we'll be discussing tonight. And I'm just here to share with you everything that I can do to try to help you.
Okay, awesome. So, all right, so let's jump right in. So, you are a broker and you work out of multiple states. Just talk to us a little bit about some of the services that you offer.
Well, some of the main services that I offer, I actually, one of my main niches is catering to real estate investors and primarily out of state real estate investors. Now, I'm not saying I won't help people who are right in the state with me.
Mhm.
However, there are a lot of real estate investors in multiple states that are unable to invest the way that they want to because their money, it won't stretch where they live. For example, I have ladies that are out of California and they see nice numbers in Wisconsin. A lot of my investors are investing in Wisconsin due to the small numbers. Their money can go much further. They can buy more properties. They have a much larger profit margin there versus you trying to buy an investment property in California. That would be extremely tough. And I provide a one-stop shop service to these people. If they need funding, I help with the funding. I obviously help them buy the property. We do major and light rehabs for the investors. It's my job to be the eyes and ears for them. I pick out the properties. My partner in crime is my husband. So he has a home inspection business and he inspects the properties for my clients and provide them with a professional report. And we do tenant placement services, property management. So it really is a hands-off approach for many out-of-state investors looking to get into a turnkey situation, or us being able to place tenants in their properties and making sure that they get their money every month and expanding their portfolios.
That's awesome. Like you literally are
Yes.
covering everything, finding the property, making sure that when you can get a tenant in it, managing it once it's set up. That's really awesome because for me, I invest out of state and I know that like, when you start investing in different cities and stuff, you have to have someone in each place, you have to have a team in each place. So it's awesome that you can also offer to them your services in multiple states. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's boots on the ground services, and I do offer funding as well. So I do have a mortgage background. I also started off in mortgages back when the market crashed in '08. I was running a mortgage brokerage back then, and delightfully in December is when I actually took the national mortgage licensing exam and passed. So I'm working towards getting another mortgage company back started. But for now, I am still brokering out loans for investors. So I'm able to help people. You can only have 10 finance properties on your credit report under your
Hmm.
name. So as a result of that, most people want to continue to grow. And that's where I come in, where I can offer private money solutions, and people are able to buy properties with not even actually having a job, because most real estate investors, that is their job. So they don't have to provide W-2 tax returns or any of that.
And so with you working with a lot of out-of-state investors, how do you know which property is going to be right for which investor?
I'm glad you asked that question, and there's a number of different answers for that. And it actually depends on the investment strategy that they are seeking. Some investors are interested in only doing a buy and hold. Some people are interested in the BRRRR method, which is the BRRRR method. And they're looking to, oh, okay, yeah. That's when you buy the property, you rent it out, you renovate the property, you rent it out, and then you refinance it to pull your cash back out. You have the cash back in your hand, and now you're able to reinvest into another property. So it depends. Some people are looking for equity, some people are looking for cash flow, and based on what the investors' needs are, and sometimes they like to compound two of those investment strategies. And that's the way that I'm able to analyze a property depending on what investment strategy they want to use.
Okay, cool. And I think a lot of people that will be watching the channel would like to use your services. So definitely at the end, I'm going to give them all the information so that we can hook them up with you and your one-stop shop.
Thank you. Sure.
So Tamairo, you mentioned to me earlier that you have a course that's coming up soon for real estate investors. So give us a little bit of info on that course.
Okay, so it's going to be coming out probably in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter of this year. And I'm going to be covering several subject matters and different strategies in real estate in ways that you can make money. And of course, number one that's on the top of the list, which we mentioned before, is that BRRRR method, where we buy, rehab, rent it out, refinance, and repeat the process. Mm-hmm. And the next one, which we discussed a little bit about, was buy and hold. And of course, that's what you cash flowing on the property, making sure that your ROI is in line with you making residual income every month.
I like that too.
The next, oh, okay, yeah. Well, and the other one, this is a 7-part series now. We're going to be talking about, in the course, we're going to talk about flipping. And of course, we have to make sure that we have our formulas in order and making sure that we're not overpaying for the property, and how to analyze the property to make your best offer, and also making sure that your rehab budget is not too high. All the things that are involved with flipping, making sure you have the right contracts in place and the right contractors in place. Very and important. Things like that. Yeah. So, and that's the third thing. The fourth thing, and people are not up on this as much, Joy. They don't know much about subject to deals and seller finance deals. I'll get off more into that too, but subject to is when you take over payments on the property and you are able to take title to that property and still make payments on the mortgage. And eventually the smart thing to do is actually refinance out of that into your own name, your business name, and relieve that person. And it can be structured in all kinds of ways. Mm-hmm. Of course, wholesaling, that's going to be in there. Wholesaling is pretty popular among a lot of people. And a lot of times wholesaling is for people who are kind of just starting up in their real estate investment, arena, and they haven't gotten enough capital to get started, because it tends to be difficult for people who don't have monies laying around for them to put down payments down for them trying to buy real estate. Those down payments can get costly. So a lot of the ways people start off is by wholesaling properties. Some investors out there that don't like the property part, and they can either do, again, seller finance deals where they can actually be the bank, or they can also provide funding for other investors and make a profit from lending money to their counterparts. As a individual private investor. So yeah, there's a myriad of different ways you can be in real estate. what they say, oh, well, you don't have to deal with tenants and toilets.
Yes, I hear that a lot. Tenants, toilets, and trash.
The last investment strategy, which I just became a real estate developer today. Yay!
Yay! You added
So,
your 25th title
who knows how many titles, but
to your list.
it's so I gotta write them all down to tell everybody what I do. That credit help and all this fixing credit and adding trade lines. I didn't even get into all of that, but what I did
I'll
today.
have you back because I want to talk about that too.
Oh,
building business credit.
Oh yeah, I have that too. Oh yeah, I have that too.
Started on that as well. So we have more to talk about.
Yes, ma'am. So, but today I bought two land lots, and I am now getting ready to build on those two lots. I just closed today on two lots in close to Fort Myers, Florida.
Ooh,
the lots are not that they're not that expensive, and I should be building between $250,000 and $300,000 homes on those two lots. So I have a new company called Florida's Best Custom Homes, and I can teach and tell people how to get into this field and the wherewithal and know what to do and how to pick out the lots and how to analyze what to sell the property for from beginning to end, how you get a deal off the table, where to choose your land from, and how to get started with that as well.
Okay, perfect. That is really awesome. All right.
Thank
you. I mean, we've already learned a ton from you today. Anything else that you want to share with us?
Yeah, I just want people, if they want to know more about me, they can Google me. I'm on YouTube. I've done a ton of radio interviews. In fact, before we spoke today, I had another Zoom today. I am a keynote speaker. People are always calling on me for my expertise and experience. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. This happens with me all the time. I've been on TV. Again, I have a little show in Southwest Florida. It's called Out and About Southwest Florida. And I go to different communities to introduce it to the public so that they can see where the good deals are for them to buy new construction in, or whatever it is that I'm trying to do. But I'm looking forward. I will be in Forbes probably in March. There's a lot more press releases and things that are going to be coming out, of course, specifically talking about today, talking about all of my courses that I'm coming out with. And that's pretty much it. I could go on and on. I'm looking to create a global real estate company that I can franchise out. I have so many ideas. It's just one thing after another, starting a new real estate investment firm that offers private money. So I have a lot on my plate and I'm willing to implement it, and it's coming this year.
Okay, awesome. It sounds like you have a good year ahead of you. So just real quickly, do you have a website or like any social media? And I know from experience that if they just Google your name, they can find you. They're going to come up, but is there any specific like site or social media that you want to share with us?
Yes, I have quite a few websites. The best way to listen, my jam, Facebook is my jam, everybody. So if you want to reach me and you want to see what I'm doing, for the most part, I'm really on Facebook most of the time. I do have Instagram, but you can just put my name in on Instagram. I do have a public figure page, and it's Tamairo's Real Estate Tips. I do have real estate groups. One of my largest groups is called Women in Real Estate. It's over 7,000 ladies in that group. So ladies, if you out there, join that group. And then I have Tamairo's Credit Clinic. That's for people who want to improve their credit. And first-time home buyers, I have the 6-month home buying challenge. Those are my main 3 groups. And guess what? It's way more groups than that, but those are my main 3.
You got more groups, Tamairo?
Yeah, I'm just one person, and I just, I got so many things going, and I love being all over the place, and I love having that eclectic approach, and I'm living in 3 different places. I love the change of pace, so I'm always doing something. But Facebook, Instagram, I'm on social media there. Websites, I got one that's for new construction, but you can reach out to me anywhere on Facebook. You'll see my name once you punch it in. And again, if you Google me, you'll see a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And YouTube too as well.
Good
I'm
stuff.
on. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for being here and sharing with us today. You guys be sure to Google her, reach out to Tamairo on Facebook. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Be sure to come back next week where I will have another video to help you on your real estate journey. If you are not subscribed, please do so. Leave me a comment below and I will get back with you guys. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.